Hello, everybody. We're gonna adjust the volume here.
Always up. It's up as high as it goes.
Okay. Happy New Year. Happy New Year. If you guys could just make sure you're muted, that'd be great. So good to always be together. It's been an interesting week. Um, we have been down for the count, like with this, I don't know, cold
Cold.
or like thing, and it's been really awesome. To clean out just stuff, from the body and the emotional body and the physical body and the mental body. And we've spent a lot of time like, well, laying on the couch, right?
Yeah.
And meditation, doing deep spiritual work and activations, which probably made the physical body respond even more intensely, which was all great. When you activate your DNA and you do these inner body work and you're working with your cells and you're clearing things, there's a result. And yeah, oh, okay, yes. It's and it's not to make it wrong and not to try to cover it up, but to really embrace it because you're resetting. And for me, this is the first day I feel somewhat human. I actually, I said to my guy, the biggest circles and bags under my eyes, and I hadn't really eaten anything other than kitchery and tons of tea and water and stuff, but my body has just been intensely detoxing, which is awesome because I'm starting to feel really good. And the other thing was the quietness, the stillness of being in that cave, and really allowing the body to do what it needed to do. So I think what precipitated it is we were in the meditation room like how many hours doing all this activation, all
Om
this
Namah Shivaya, which
and
was the Kailash from 8-8 portal activation, where
and
all the elementals.
so
Oh,
so I'll say that. So be gentle with yourself, go with it. You all know these things, but there's a big reset going on. And I do think as we move into this year, which is there's all kind of conversation about it, right? But it's really where you put your energy and your focus. And what a beautiful opportunity to create a new you, create, step into your higher future self, right? Align with that. So I'm so behind in my work, excuse me for coughing. But you know what? It's gonna get done. Spirit will help me get it done and my higher self. So that's one thing. I don't know if you have anything to say about clearing the body or what people call ascension symptoms or,
yeah, it just, there's clearing and then there's purging. And I think this is more of a purge. It's kind of like uh, you know, getting everything out on all levels, not just the physical and at the cold and the cellular level. It's the cellular level, it's the subatomic level. It's at and of course it's your work fields are all being accelerated and purified. And this is that time of the year where we're supposed to go in and we're not supposed to do. We're supposed to do a review of ourselves and our year and look at what we want to create coming forward. And it's like the momentum hasn't really picked up yet but it's so individually personal for all of us. We've so many friends that are going to doctors because these symptoms are so similar to what they need in the past as opposed to energy, right? And how can you talk to people about energy, that it's energy and that it's the energy that's moving through you when you're not, that's not your awareness. So it just seems to me to be both so personal and individual, and yet it's like it's kind of hard to discern or distinguish all of it because you're in this place of
Mhm.
of this transition. It's like this transition. It's what's coming out on the other side. What's being purified to allow something new to be aware and to be grown or to be anchored or to be. So anyway, I'm just
Cleared.
yeah, I'm just in that place for me.
Yeah. So I will say this, that we talked last week a little bit about spiritual hygiene. Someone just shared in the chat, saging and really being in tune with clearing your space, clearing your own body, clearing your vehicle, your property, just continually doing it because there's so much coming in. The other thing which I would say is,
It's a daily practice, and it's the most important thing you can do right now is to continually clean your auric field because we're picking up more and more stuff.
yeah, there's a lot of noise in the astral realm as these as we move through the belt and we ascend. It's physics, it's really happening. Excuse me, and the veils are getting thinner and thinner. And so you may think you're talking to a certain angel or a certain being, but you need to really be careful because there's a lot of trickster energy. There's a lot of just disembodied energies that need to go to the light. And so, um, discernment, 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 clearing, 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 gentleness and love and ease and grace and being together. Um, I just want to share. So as we move into this, we've all been hearing about AI and how it's going to change our world, and it is changing our world and all these things, and get ready, the robots are taking over. Well, I had experience with it, and it's not to make it wrong, but just for awareness, right? So I got this ticket out of the mail with photographs of my car and everything, and this big fat fine saying I drove around a school bus with its lights on, which I didn't. And I was like, this is really weird. And I looked up where it was and the path and the thing. And the problem is, and it's great that these cameras are equipped on school buses so people don't pass school buses. And I drive, a 20 year or 10-year-old, I don't know how my old vehicle is, 10-year-old plus vehicle, and I don't drive fast at all. It was like it's an automatic AI system that detects motion and took a picture and everything. So there's no human operating this thing, right? So it's an automated thing. It gets sent to me. Nobody reviewed it, no humans involved. So I'm like, how do I fight this? Right? How do I say, well, wait? And so thank God my son was in the car and he saw that I didn't pass this. And he said, no, I was in the car, Mom. We didn't. So here it is. I have to go into a thing where it's me against this machine. It's my word against this. And it's a $300 fine. So these things are going to start happening where humans aren't involved in this whole decision process. And it's your word against their word. Or so it's like, do I get upset about it, or I just say, wow, this happened for my awareness? And I'll go to court and I'll explain my situation. And that's all I can do, right? Is to stand up for myself. But then we have some comments, and people have been noticing there's been a lot more ads put on our YouTubes and our meditations. And we want to continue to provide these free so people don't have to keep like pressing. If you don't have YouTube Premium, right? These ads come up and more and more and more, and even some of our classes. And we've spent hours researching, investigating. So we get YouTube Premium, we do all the settings, we do all these things. We're both on two. And what we found out was the way the logarithm, YouTube changed its rules a couple years, 2 years ago. In order for you to get ads removed from your YouTube videos, you have to have hours watched and you have to have subscribers and comments and likes. And what they do is they start putting ads on to see if people are willing to hit the ad to stay with you if you're good enough. if your content's relevant enough for them to say, okay, we now want to monetize you and we're going to offer you a way to make money as a content creator, which we're not interested in. We're not doing YouTube videos and posting things to create money. And once you pass this thing where they review everything, then you have the right to turn off ads on your YouTube channel. If not, you have to tell your people to subscribe to YouTube Premium for $12 a month. And so I was like outraged, right? And so then it forces you to go to an independent site where you
Web
can
hosting.
web hosting site that you can host your vehicle and pub, which means that we can't get them on YouTube free. People would have to log in, they need to have a member, and we don't want to do that. Like we just want to. So we're really sorry about the ads. We've tried every which way till Tuesday. So here, just keep, even if you turn or like mute us, just keep it running. Like just keep us on. So maybe we can get over this logarithm and then we'll turn off the ads. But there's no other way to do it. But do you see, I talk about AI. There's no person making this decision. This is a logarithmic artificial intelligence making these decisions about what content and human behavior, and they're creating behavior to move in a certain direction. So the people that are posting a lot of sensationalism and gloom and doom and they don't have ads, man. And they're like what everybody wants to hear about. So we're being on another level program. So I would say for me, it was like, oh, thank you for showing me that. And I'm not upset with it. I mean, I get it. So all we're going to do is continue to show up and hopefully you hang in there with us. And when we can remove those ads, we will. I try, trust me, I will do that. So, yeah. Um, yeah, I know that certain browsers and thank you. We've had a lot of issues with some of these other browsers. They do not block that in the way YouTube is set up. So that we use that browser. So we've trust me, we've probably spent 2 or 3 days total in help forums and reading and trying to address this. And finally we both came to the same place. So you're not going to get around it. You got to play the game is my point. Okay. It's here, it's happening. It's gonna go like this. So even things like your health, going back to that, those decisions a lot of times are going to be made by a logarithm in a program. And so really tune into yourself so you know who you are, what your body is doing, be your own advocate, have a voice, because you're a beautiful human being. And that's my soap opera. So, get off my soapbox. Um, yeah, someone asked why is this happening all of a sudden? It's just all sometimes when you put information out that's really valuable, there's energies that don't want you to put that information out. And I'm going to go back to these meditations. Are you activating you? You are becoming the master. You are the master. You're aligning with your true self. You're aligning with that divine avatar human, angelic human that you are. That's more powerful than any AI, that any healer, any reader, any channel. When you step into that mastery, you are that. So I think that we noticed something that we had a couple meditations get a ton of views, and then all of a sudden it just dropped. And it's because somehow we got on the radar. And that's okay. Like I said, we're just gonna stay in integrity, stay in the light, do our meditations, do our protection, and continue to offer these as service to humanity and people and ride through these times. So
Thank you, baby.
you're welcome.
Let's do some Krystos blueprint activations. That's what we do. That's why we're all together. We are those divine angelic humans that Jesus talked about a couple thousand years ago. Said, "You'll do greater things than me. We won't do greater things than Jesus, but
Sananda, yeah.
we will definitely allow the Krystos families to work through us, and that's what we do as a collective. We come together and we form this vortex, and we are opened to this ascension cycle. Like, what is this ascension cycle? This ascension cycle is an opportunity to connect with different stations of our identity, our different timelines. They all merge here, and we can connect to aspects of ourself that are in different times and spaces. They're have different levels of their Krystos, or what we call divine human blueprint, strand DNA activated. And so when we move into this together, we're connecting future cells with past cells in a 0 point field that allows the Krystos blueprint to be shared. And we're allowed to help re-encrypt our own. And when we do that in the whole morphogenetic field for humanity. So there's just wanted to presence that, because we're not channeling. It's you that we're tuning into. It's you and your higher stations of identity. We're in the business of activating the blueprint, which is telepathy. And so I hope I would just wanted to preference that, because this is what we're doing together, and we're doing it in service to the planet itself.
I will say this. The ascension cycle, we have a window till 2032. That's why this work is so important, because then it starts to close again. And if we don't hit that critical mass at this next level up,
We don't know how it's going to play out.
that's all I'm going to say about that. I don't even want to go there. I started looking at timelines and I'm like, no, 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 I'm not even going to go there. So we're going to get there. We're there. Okay.
We're on the Krystos shield, we'll call it.
Yeah.
The Krystos collective Merkaba. Each of us sovereign in our own right, in our own energy field. So don't worry about, you know, taking on anything right now, because we're in that field together. So take a deep breath into your hearts. And as you exhale, just kind of just relax, relax, relax. This is our time to relax together. Again, breathing into your lungs, filling your lungs, just gently rolling the energy and exhaling. And we're just gently synchronizing right now. Breathing now into the center of your lungs. Just hold, allow the energy to swirl into your lungs, allow your lungs to expand, feel this prana, this life force, and then just exhale. And this time we're going to breathe down into your lower abdomen, belly breathing, almost like you're pushing out your belly button. Breathing in. Hold for a second there, and gently exhale. Allow your breathing to return to normal. Your lungs are open. And just relax a little bit more and just begin to softly feel your auric field, or feel your energy field. Notice if there's any place in your body that's tight. And if you feel some tightness somewhere, just go ahead and charge it up. Go ahead and contract it for 3 seconds and then let it go. Release it. Not the energy to dissipate. Okay, there's some good energy that's coming in through our heart now. So let us focus on our heart energy. Energy is kind of coming into the lower part of your heart and abdomen. Let us just focus on bringing the energy through the heart, holding it, charging it, and then exhaling, allowing the energy just kind of drop down through your womb of creation, through your back, through your stomach, through your digestive system, welling up into your womb of creation. And begin to breathe now. We're going to start to breathe from your solar plexus. Taking a breath in, just a very refined breath. It's almost like you're pulling energy into your solar plexus, allowing your solar plexus to be engaged, and then exhaling it out. Breathing into your solar plexus again. Just hold for a second. And then this time when you exhale, just exhale down your antecorona, down your spine into your tailbone, and exhale. Breathing in. Hold, charge, and then exhale down through your root. In the inhale, we're going to pull the energy through the front of our root chakra, around the front of our auric field, and then into our solar plexus. Breathing in. Holding in our solar plexus, and then exhaling back down through our spine, through our tailbone, through our root chakra. And continue that loop, breathing into the front of the root chakra, into the solar plexus, charging up the solar plexus, and then exhaling back down to the root. And you'll start to notice that you're kind of creating a circuit. You may see it as a golden thread circuit. Just to continue with your breathing till it becomes almost automatic. Inhaling energy up from the root into the solar plexus, charging, and then exhaling back down into the root. And you start to feel like that golden ring starts to get a little bit more charge. And as it charges up with your breathing, it creates this sphere around your womb of creation. It's like this sphere that goes up to your heart at the top and down to your root beneath, at your root chakra. And the sphere is holding your womb of creation. You could call that womb of creation also your Hara center. It's kind of the unified root sacral solar plexus chakra. Just allow this electromagnetic field to continue to strengthen through your breathing, through your prana. You can just presence that golden sphere as if it's becoming a golden ball of light. With each breath and each loop, it's charging, charging, and charging. And in that charging is this electromagnetic field that is just like a flame, just clearing and purifying anything that's in those chakras, in this womb of creation, in the organs, in the chakras. Just allow your womb of creation to be washed and cleaned. And good. Now there's some energy that's moving up from, it's as if the magnetic field of your womb of creation has opened up the channel of your root chakra, and this silver white energy is coming up from your antakarana, from the core of Mother Earth into your root chakra. So just presence that antakarana. Maybe you send like a little energy down through your root chakra, through your antakarana, just kind of connecting down into the core of Mother Earth. When you feel yourself connected to Mother Earth, just take a breath there, breathing there, with the intention of activating your connection to the Maharic shield of Mother Earth, to the planetary grid, the Krystos blueprint held there at the core, at the diamond core of Mother Earth. Good. Now with the next inhale, you're going to just start to breathe energy up from the core of Mother Earth through your tube of light into your root chakra. So breathing in. Pulling energy into the root. And it's charging the root. And as it does so, you may notice as the silver white energy of the antakarana is moving into the golden sphere. So you have this energy of the Krystos energy from the planet coming up into this, your womb of creation. And the silver white, this frequency from Mother Earth is starting to move inside of their womb of creation, but it's also surrounding. So it's like creating this skin, a silver white skin, which is moving with the golden energy of your womb of creation. And just continue to breathe, pulling the energy up, the silver white energy up through your antakarana into your womb of creation, just allowing it to fill. It's filling with this hydroplasmic etheric energy. You may feel it as a liquid ether, or you may feel it as a vapor, or you may feel it more like a plasma. All of them are present, depending on what you're feeling coming from the Maharic shield of Mother Earth. Good. Just continue to just allow this energy, these frequencies to connect from the earth to your womb of creation, and just allow the golden and the silver white energy to merge. And you'll start to see that the whole sphere kind of has this, the event horizon around it becomes silver white. And with the silver and it's like the gold is like a charged inside, held within the layer just underneath of the sphere. There's an extra layer of protection and an extra layer of activation for your flame light body. And the silver white coating around the womb of creation is just feel it becoming more like a nice buffer. It's your Krystos energy allowing you to receive exactly what you need and the perfect divine timing that you needed for the healing, the unconscious, subconscious, cellular, subcellular, subatomic levels. The energy just about filled up now. And you'll feel that your antakarana moving through the center of the sphere of your womb of creation is kind of strengthened as well. And it's become more filled with that pale silver light. And it's connecting up through the sphere, through your solar plexus, and into your heart. Just begin to breathe from your heart field as if there's like an opening there, the bottom of your heart field. Breathing and pulling up the Krystos conscious energy into your heart field and into the chambers, the inner chambers of your heart. You may feel and notice that your inner chambers of your heart are becoming more liquid, like a liquid light, with this pale silver energy. And just continue to charge with each breath by pulling the energy up into your heart and then breathing it in, holding it, charging, and then exhaling it out into your auric field. And as you do so, the energy of the silver white energy of Mother Earth that's coming into your root chakra is also going to continue to move through your auric field, all 15 dimensions of your auric field around your egg of life, and fill you all the way up around your whole auric field. So as you breathe in, you start to feel the energies like filling up your cocoon or filling up your egg of life. You may feel the periphery of your auric field becoming silver white, almost has like a liquid plasma feel to it. And you may feel that your energy is coming all the way around to your crown. It actually moves through all the different layers of the crown, through the layers of your soul star chakra above, and it's kind of connecting about 3.5 feet above your head. If you were to look at yourself from outside looking in, you'd see that your whole auric field is becoming a cocoon of the liquid silver white Krystos. Kind of has this very almost silverish, bluish hue to it on the very outside. And you can kind of continue to bring the energy up into your heart until your heart fills out. You may feel to start bringing the energy up into your throat and breathing it out through your throat. Bringing it out through your pineal, breathing out through your pineal into your auric field. just continue to allow these energies to ensconce you and hold you in this very high frequency Krystos healing energy. When you feel that your energy has moved all the way up to your crown, you just continue to take the energy, breathe it up through your crown to your soul star chakra, a foot above your head, and take it all the way up to 3.5 feet above. Begin to breathe from that 14th dimensional chakra, 3.5 feet above your head. Just allowing your whole entire auric field to be charged in this hydroplasmic energy. All right, good. Full Maharic shield, Krystos field is attuned to the planetary grid. Begin now to just kind of feel that the charge that's moving through. See if you can feel that your whole auric field is charged. It's like a little bit of a vibration to it. But each of us now are fully charged with our own divine Krystos blueprint, the 12th dimensional frequency that we call the Maharata frequency. Bring your awareness back into your solar plexus. Now you're going to breathe in this Krystos energy. It's like a blue plasma energy. Breathe it into your solar plexus and into your heart merge point. The heart of your eternal flame. And what you're doing is just beginning to build up and concentrate into it's like a small golf ball. It's actually kind of larger than a golf ball by now. At your heart point, your still point. It gets to about the size of a tennis ball or grapefruit. Almost there. I want each of you to kind of breathe into the Christosphere, hold charge, and then we're not going to do it on this one. I'm just going to explain that we're just going to exhale and send out that ball Krystos ball. It's like a mirror ball. It's a you're a mini image of yourself will be in there inside of your mirror ball. Breathing in, holding the vision of your highest self, and exhale. And just begin to breathe into that mirror ball of yourself, your Krystos self. And just get a sense of its purity. Good. It's charged up now. What we're going to do is we're just going to take our Krystos, mini Krystos self and our consciousness there, and then breathe into it and then take it down to our Antakarana. Just meet down at the core, the center of Mother Earth. Breathing in and exhaling and taking your Merkaba down into, through your Antakarana, down into the core of Mother Earth. We're all just kind of going to meet there in our group Krystos shield Merkaba. And you may notice as you arrive in this very high frequency Krystos shield chamber, we're just aligning ourselves into our Krystos divine blueprint configuration. If you feel like you've already landed, just continue to breathe and become aware of the Krystos, the higher Krystos shield. It's like a higher Krystos Merkaba. It's a consolidated Krystos consciousness of your higher self. This is a merge point for us to be in communication and in reciprocity with our past and future Krystos, multidimensional selves. And you're just breathing in the silver white plasma consciousness of this. We're like in the like a bubble or a chamber. And it's filled with this Krystos healing energy. But we're just kind of still being arranged. Certain level of charging up of our group Merkaba happening right now. And what they like to do is they like to take us into a healing chamber, a Krystos healing chamber where all aspects of your Krystos self in different times and spaces, futures, past, we can receive and help anchor their frequencies here through our shield, into the shield of the planetary light body. All right, there's a good brightness now to our group Merkaba. We're going to breathe now into your heart. Each of us, as we breathe into our hearts, we're going to contract our group Merkaba. We're going to miniaturize it. So we're going to breathe in, kind of contract with the intention of allowing ourselves to miniaturize. Breathing in. And through the center point of your heart, just move through that portal there. You're going to come out into a healing chamber. Good. And you may feel this healing chamber all around you. It kind of comes as a field of etheric silver, white, blue vapors, very refined energy. You almost feel like you might be in a mist. And now you're breathing through your heart, the inner heart now. You've moved into an inner chamber of your own heart, but you've also, as a collective, we've moved through into a healing temple, into a future earth. That healing chamber, the future earth, is also replicated inside of your own heart. As you begin to breathe through that inner chamber of your heart, our own heart, you may feel it beginning to open up as if it expands. Subtly at first, maybe the expanding within your heart to the size of your own heart space. But as you continue to breathe in that Krystos hydroplasmic energy, kind of starts to fill out the density of your heart. It kind of clears the density of your own heart field and starts to reconfigure it to your own inner healing chamber. See if you notice the density being lightened up. It's almost like the freedom of movement of the plasma begins to move even further out the periphery of your heart field. It's almost out to your elbows and shoulders, goes up to your throat. And if you wish, you can also have it even go around in your womb of creation all the way down to your root. You're just breathing in these Krystos frequencies from your higher self, your multidimensional self. There are parts of you as a Krystos that are still in etheric form, pre-matter form. See if you can just sense in this healing chamber that aspect of yourself that's here. As it's breathing through you to let you know, to give you that tangible experience. of our eternal Krystos Avatar Self. And as this healing chamber begins to continue to fill out, it's almost like it's clearing and expanding and becoming more plasmic. See if you could notice some differentiation in the healing chamber. You're becoming more accustomed to the frequencies in here, becoming more accustomed to the energies. And you may start to notice some compartments in the center, centered around the heart, around your antakarana, would be the inner chamber. All these chambers are not separated at all, but they just have a definition to them that you can kind of breathe into it, feel the plasma, etheric waters, the etheric vapors. As if you're charging up your own inner temple with your own Krystos frequencies. And that chamber becomes a little more palpable energetically. And you may notice that there's two more, one to the right and two to the right and two to the left. And what we're going to do now is we're just going to kind of explore together our own inner healing chamber, our own Krystos healing chambers. So breathe into that inner chamber in the center of your heart, and then just gently on that exhale, push the energy to the right over into the chamber there to the right. Breathe, and then start to breathe from that chamber. Become more familiar with this. Okay, good. Now we're going to breathe into that inner Krystos chamber one more time, one slightly to the right, and then we're going to exhale and push the energy, the Krystos energy to the right, and fill out the farthest chamber. Breathing in and exhaling, and just moving your energy and your consciousness, expanding the periphery of the healing chamber. And you begin to breathe the etheric waters there. Become familiar with this chamber of your Krystos self. Good. It's filling out nicely. You're going to breathe into that chamber. And as we exhale, we're going to push the energy. It's going to move all the way across the event horizon, and it's going to come to the far left. And we'll breathe from the one from the far left, near our elbows. Breathing into the right. Holding and charging and then exhaling and pushing the etheric energy over to the left. And then breathing in. We call this chamber 2, array 2 of your Krystos, inner Krystos healing self. Breathing in. And the next one, we're going to breathe in, hold, and then from the left, far left to the inner left chamber. And we'll breathe from there. Breathing in. Exhaling. Moving into the inner left chamber. Breathing. And you may notice now as you're breathing, it's almost like you're not only just breathing in that one chamber, slightly to the left of your center line, but you're also breathing into all 5 chambers simultaneously. Just to complete the full counterclockwise, the clockwise movement of this frequencies, we're just going to breathe now into that left chamber. Hold and then push back into the center chamber. And continue to breathe from this place where you're breathing all 5 chambers at once. We can call these 5 inner chambers healing arrays of our Krystos multidimensional self. Your healing temple, which you've activated now. And as you circulate the energy through this vortex with your inner vortex, you can bring the energy through your heart center point into your outward manifestation of your physical existence, your light body, the Krystos divine blueprint here on planet Earth. So let's do that together, just breathing into that center point at the inner chambers, holding, charging, charging, and then exhaling it through your heart field here and now. One more time, breathing in. Charging, exhaling. And on this last inhale, we're going to breathe in our group Merkaba, shrink it back up, move through the center point of your heart, the center point of the healing temple, and then exhale back into your physical body here, and your template here. In this time and space reality. So breathing in. Feel your Merkaba field contracting into one group unified field, and then exhaling and riding the wave through your stargate, through into your present moment now. Feel your body and feel your connection to that open Helios Krystos frequency as it's moving through your heart. That you've opened that thread. It's always open now. And you can move this energy into your healing, into your ascension period. When you feel like you fully landed, pranam to your eternal Krystos self and all of your Krystos family. You're so grateful for us. And slowly opening your eyes. Stay.